What's up, guys? Happy Halloween. Actually, the day I'm filming this is Halloween, so I hope you guys are having a happy Halloween, and let me know what you guys are dressing up as or what you're doing for Halloween. So this video is not actually how I intended it to be. I wanted to actually film this differently, but I had no time to do this. So what this video is my top 5 horror movies. I'm not doing it in any particular order because I do plan on doing the top 10 horror movies of all time. But what I'm doing here. Now, this is my list. Again, you don't have to agree with me. You guys can get mad. It's up to you. But I'm doing my top 5, not guilty pleasures, but top 5 horror movies that are rewatchable to me, that I absolutely love, that I can watch over and over again. Now, that doesn't mean Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a movie I don't love. It doesn't mean it's a movie I can't watch over and over again. This is more of like a comfort movie. These are more like comfort movies, or just movies that bring back like a lot of nostalgia to me. So again, there is no order on this one, but this is my top 5. And like I said, it doesn't mean it's my top 5 horror movies of all time. This is my top 5 favorite movies I love to watch over and over again. Comfort movies. This is a really hard list to make, because if you guys know me, you guys know I'm a huge horror fan, and I've seen hundreds of horror movies, from like independent movies, like freaking D movies, you know what I mean? Like I went through a binge one time on Amazon just watching a bunch of horror movies that are like really, really low budget, and some of those are really good. So guys, after you watch my list, let me know what you think of my list, and also comment down below your top 5, not best horror movies of all time, your favorite horror movies. There's a difference. It's the ones that you can watch over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, I love the movie The Exorcist. It's not a movie I can watch over and over again. So here we go, in no particular order. Again, guys, I hope you guys are having a happy Halloween. And in no order, but I'm gonna do the countdown, but it's not in actual order. Top 5. Okay, here we go. 1, 1990. The 1990 miniseries. I actually watched this when it aired on television and recorded it on VHS. So we had to hit the record and play button at the same time. And I watched it with my dad. So that movie has so much nostalgia for me. And I used to rewatch that to this day. And I used to fall asleep watching it. And you guys know my love for Pennywise. And that's where it all started, back in 1990. Number 4. Again, no order. The Blair Witch Project. A lot of people, for whatever reason, maybe it's the younger generation, I don't know, do not like this film. I don't know why. I love this film. I've watched this movie so many times. I fall asleep. There was a phase where I was falling asleep to this movie almost every night. This movie, when it aired, the promotion for this movie, they were airing it as real, like people were missing. So when I watched this in theaters, I thought this was real the entire time. Like, newscasters were saying that this was real. It wasn't until I don't know how long after that they said it was a fake movie. But that scared me, and that made the movie, that was like good promotion for the movie. I wish they did stuff like that still, but it's a found footage movie. And to me, I think it's the best one. Second, Cannibal Corpse is a great movie. Cannibal Corpse? Yeah. Cannibal Holocaust, sorry. Cannibal Corpse is a band. But that's number 4, Blair Witch Project. Absolutely love that movie. Number 3, again, no particular order. Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead. That's another movie that, back in the day when I was a kid, I used to hit the record button. I was recording a cartoon show, don't remember what it was, and I left I went with my family to a party or a dinner, and when I came back, I was rewatching the tape, and Night of the Living Dead was on there, Tom Savini's version. And ever since then, this was probably 91, 92, and ever since then, I've been a huge fan of this film. I just recently went to a panel, and I saw the uncensored version at a theater. There's going to be a video on that very soon. So that's number 3 on the list. 1990 George. That's the first Night of the Living Dead movie, first Romero movie I've ever watched. So that's going to be number 3. Absolutely love that film. All right, number 2. Now the top. This is really hard because there's so many horror movies that I love, that I've rewatched over and over again. Like Lost Boys is a freaking fantastic, and that is a horror movie. It's a freaking fantastic movie, but it didn't make the list. There's various versions of or sequels to Nightmare on Elm Street that I've rewatched over and over again, like over and over again. Part 3, 4, and 5. I love Freddy's Dead. That's the only one I can say I watched in theater, but it was hard to make it's really hard to make this list. But I don't know why that just went on like a sideline there. But Return of the Living Dead is number 2. That was one of the first zombie movies I've ever watched that I can remember. And I remember watching it as a kid, scaring the shit out of me. And you watch it when you're older and it's a comedy movie. Great soundtrack, great look with the punkers and everything. The zombies look great, fast running zombies that you can't even kill. That's a fantastic movie, and it spawned so many sequels. But Return of the Living Dead is definitely in my top 5. So adding Return of the Living Dead. Now number one. Now, again, this was not an easy list. And you guys, I've seen so many horror movies over and over and over. I watch a lot of horror movies on a regular basis, but this was really hard. This is a really, really hard one to pick. But number 1 is going to be A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. I love that movie. Again, rewatchable for me over and over again. And I love all of the Nightmare movies. I love all of them, 1 through 6. Didn't really care too much for Freddy versus Jason, maybe because I watched it later. I thought Wes Craven's New Nightmare was okay. Hated the remake, but I actually really enjoyed 1 through 6 of Nightmare on Elm Street. I think he's my favorite out of Michael Myers, Chucky, and Jason. But A Nightmare on Elm Street is number 1. Not in order, but that's the number 1 in the top 5. So you guys in the comments down below, let me know what is your top 5 horror movies that you like to watch, the rewatch value. You know what I mean? And then we'll do a top 10 horror movies of all time. Now that one's different because we're talking about like what's the better movies and stuff. This is more of like rewatch value. I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street is a freaking fantastic movie though. So let me know in the comments down below what your top 5 favorite horror movies that you can rewatch over and over and over again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having a happy Halloween. And I'm going to be doing my It live reaction for episode 2 late tonight. After I go trick-or-treating, I'll watch the episode and then I will do my reaction on it. So I'm going to put a little spin on the series because I'm going to be doing a Welcome to Derry series episode review after every episode. And I'll make it a little fun too, so make sure you guys watch that. So let me know your top 5, guys. Let me know what you guys are dressing up as Halloween, what you're doing for Halloween. We will see you soon. Peace.